I'm Sarah.
In today's exclusive stories, the incredible story of a group of adventurers flying to Timbuktu in a flying car. The top 15 Kiwi sporting achievements are named. Do you agree? And finally a weather update. But first up, how's this for a tasty story?
A French artist known as Mr. Eat Everything has been awarded a Guinness World Record for the strangest diet. He eats 900 grams of metal every day.
The delicious meals he has eaten in the past will make your eyes or perhaps your mouth water. How does a bicycle including the tyres sound? Or perhaps you're like a supermarket trolley with your salad. Yes, Mr. Eat Everything has eaten both of these objects, as well as a television, a chandelier, a bed, a computer, a pair of skis and a small aeroplane. That one took him 2 years.
Surprisingly, he has not suffered from any illnesses, even though his diet is highly toxic. Doctors believe his stomach and digestive juices are twice as strong as normal. Amazingly, the things that do make him feel sick are bananas and hard-boiled eggs.
We now cross over to our reporter Louise, who's with the metalhead now. Over to you, Louise.
May I have Mr. Eat Everything? Welcome and thanks for talking us today. Firstly, let me ask, why do you eat these strange toxic objects?
It tastes good and it works better on my digestive system. I would also like to be fast like my car.
What was the first metal thing you ever ate and what compelled you to do so?
The first ever metal thing I ate was a little blue trike. It tastes so good I have not stopped eating it. The only problem is that the spokes can get caught in the throat. A bit like a fishbone, I suppose.
Can you tell us your favourite meal?
I don't know. I've got so many tasty things that I eat. Maybe some bicycle wheels and a chain with a lot of oil. That's a bit like dressing on a good salad.
What do you eat when you go out for a meal?
I don't go up to the counter. I just sit and eat the table, chairs, knife, fork and the salt and pepper containers. My mum says to watch the salt, it'll harden your arteries, but that's exactly what I need.
Well, thank you so much for joining us and happy digesting. This is Louise for Five Forks News.
Thanks, Louise. What an interesting guy. I wonder what happens to him when he goes through the airport metal detectors.
Our next story sounds like it comes from a science fiction movie. A group of Englishmen are at this very moment flying in a car from London to Timbuktu.
Yes, you heard it right. The very first legal flying car has been invented. The designer, Mr. Jim Cartersgo, has been dreaming of this moment since he was a small boy.
When Jim and his crew are sick of flying and fancy a bit of driving, they unpack a paragliding wing from the boot and attach it to the back of the car. They switch to flight mode, which powers the large fan. The fan pushes the car forward, lifts the wing, and wham, the car is flying. In any case of emergency, the car will glide back to Earth and is also equipped with an emergency rocket launch parachute. Let's hope the crew never need to use that.
We are very lucky that Jim and his crew have allowed us to join them in a section of the trip. We cross now to Matt, who is actually in the Parajet Skycar. Can you hear us, Matt? Matt, wake up.
Yes, I'm here. Thanks. High above Morocco, in the amazing Parajet Skycar, with me are Jack and Annabelle. Oh, well, this is fantastic. How have you found the trip so far?
It has been great so far. We get to go anywhere we want, where we want, as long as we have fuel.
You said earlier that you have landed in some villages. What has been the reaction of the locals?
They were like, am I seeing things or what? Then we landed in front of them.
What happens when the weather is bad?
We cannot fly, which is a bit of a shame. Sometimes we drive till we see a hole in the clouds, and then we just take off. We do the same when we see a cop on the side of the road too. It's unfair on them, really.
Have you ever ran out of fuel in the air?
Yes, a lot. We have had to get our car repaired. At first, I didn't know whether to go to the garage or the hangar. However, I'll get the hang of it anyway. Gotta fly.
Well, thank you so much for allowing our cameras to join you. This is Matt for Five Forks News.
Thanks, Matt. Now for the sports segment of our show.
A list of the top sporting champions from New Zealand has recently been released, with new Kiwi sporting heroes constantly impressing us. The update was long overdue.
We here at Five Forks News, however, think it is a tricky task choosing a top 10 list from our awesome country. New Zealand really does have some sporting greats.
There are some qualities the judges kept in mind when choosing their top sporting heroes. Firstly, they must be winners. Think cyclist Sarah Ulmer winning Olympic gold in world record time, or the Kiwis winning the Rugby League World Cup a couple of years ago.
The sporting moment must also make us proud to be Kiwis. Remember Mahi Drysdale bravely winning Olympic bronze even though he was ill. Doesn't that give you the warm fuzzies? In the end, it doesn't matter how many discussions we have, this particular list will never be completed.
We cross now over to our sports correspondent with two of our nation's sporting treasures. Over to you, Simone.
Thanks, Macas and Sarah. Here with me now is none other than Kiwi sporting heroes Morgan and Mark. How do you feel being one of the top New Zealand sports heroes?
It's fantastic. When I visit schools, they're very amazed. I'm surprised they're amazed. Why should they be? Why should they be? I mean, just look at me. You're not surprised, are you? Are you?
What is your favourite memory from your sporting career?
It was when we won the Rugby World Cup in 1987 and again this year. I played fantastically and pretty much became a household name overnight. As they say, from zero to hero.
Who is your sports hero and why?
When I was a child, I looked up to Alison Shanks, but then she was taller than me.
How did you celebrate?
We went to some schools and did a lot of parades. My cheeks got kind of stuck for a bit. There was an artificial smile.
That's all from me for now. Thanks for your time, boys. You're on my top 10 list. Now for a look at the weather. What have you got for us, Georgia and Rebecca?
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at tomorrow's weather across Aotearoa. Starting in the north, morning sun in Auckland, but rain in the afternoon. And the Bay of Plenty, light cloud and 22 degrees. So don't forget to sunscreen up or else your skin will match the oil on the beaches. And you might get lost.
In Hamilton, you'll get the weather you deserve. So that's great. Or is it? Rotorua to Taupo, thunderstorms and chilly. Napier and Hastings are, well, who cares what they get? In Wanganui, you're going to have an H of a day. That's a high, of course.
In the capital, head to the beach and enjoy your sunny high of 28 degrees. We hope, in any case, Five Forks School will bring a little sunshine to your day, even if the skies don't. Leaving by airplane tomorrow, they certainly don't want any crosswinds. Nelson tops the mainland highs with 31 degrees. They're smug, eh? Showers in Kaikoura to midday, so leave your whale watching to the afternoon.
In Christchurch, light cloud with snow. In Ashburton, sunny skies take you to 24 degrees, but it looks like a good day for whitebait on the west coast, so you'd better put some fake tan on. North Otago will be fine as always, but I'll bet those farmers will complain anyway. Well, most of you don't think New Zealand goes any further south than the Waitaki River anyway, so let's call it quits there.
Well, New Zealand, that's your weather. Back to you, Mackenzie and Sarah in the studio.
Thanks. Looks like it's going to be a warm one in Wellington tomorrow, and on that note, we'll have to call it a wrap.
We hope you've enjoyed the show.
Many thanks to each of our guests, and thanks very much to you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place, with more of our latest current affairs. Until then, I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Sarah, for Five Forks News.
Goodbye, ke te onu.
And catch you later.